Hi everyone, this is Tori, as you can see in my YouTube name. I wanted to make a video about why I'm vegan, because I thought why not? Just because that's kind of the direction of this channel, so may as well speak about my reasoning why I'm no longer vegan. Just kidding. You will never find that video on my channel, thankfully. I will always be vegan, and I'm dressed like Megan Draper because my mom got this dress and I haven't tried it on until today and I don't feel like taking it off, so zooby zoo. And before I start speaking about vegan, I wrote this book. I wanted to share that. It's a middle grade children's book about an orphan girl who has a talking bear and she lives in London and she wants to find her family and she ends up in New York City. I self-published and I'm really happy. I just got this yesterday, the physical copy in my hand. So I'll post a link if you have kids in your life. It's a good bedtime story if they like to read. It's a good story for them. And there's illustrations inside. I'll show you my favorite one. I didn't do the illustrations, my friend did. Yeah, so there's some classical music elements because I'm a classical musician. My vegan story, I haven't been vegan for very long, kind of. I haven't been vegan for super long. It started summer 2017, but my journey there started when I was, I think, 12. First, to begin with, like anyone, I have pets that I love. My dog controls my life, so vegan wasn't a common word for a while, and I think the first time I heard the word was from Natalie Portman, I'm pretty sure, because of a vegetarian friend of ours let me have magazines and it had interviews with Natalie Portman, and I'm pretty sure that's how I figured out what it was. But before that, when I was 12, they had a commercial for Charlotte's Web movie. I think it was like 2007 or 5. They kept having commercials running on TV that was like something like Save the Pigs. So that was the first connection for me. Like, why would I eat a pig? It's my favorite animal. Pigs are my favorite animal. So from there, I'm pretty sure I was 12. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna eat pig meat. Pig meat, that sounds gross. Pig flesh, I'm not eating pig flesh. And then that eventually went, I'm only eating chicken. And then that went, I called myself vegetarian, but I was pescatarian. I didn't make that connection with fish. Vegan is a popular thing right now. There's so much vegan food out there. So many restaurants you can find a vegan option that's even labeled vegan. But when I was younger, that wasn't the case. It was a little more rare. Do you remember the days when there was only soy milk and rice milk available? Even though I was vegetarian, pescatarian, I still gravitated towards vegan food. So if there was a vegan option at a restaurant, I'd be like, cool, that's awesome, I'm gonna get that. Or I kind of started switching my dairy. I would get the rice milk or the soy milk. My family is Italian American, so I didn't give up cheese, which most vegans are like, cheese is the last thing I want to give up. So there was just some changes I would make. If I was at a pizza place and they had vegan cheese, like Pieology or something, I would go for that. So there's just little things here and there, like becoming aware of the vegan world. And then I started to realize, I don't know how, that vegan was a healthier way of living. And I remember walking through a mall one day and I just ate like a caramel apple, which probably was vegan actually. And I just felt so sick. And so often I would feel sick, which isn't pleasant as a kid. Feeling fatigued, sick after eating. Yeah, just so tired, and my digestion wasn't always flowing. I had a lot of suffering in that area. I had times that were probably a little bit overweight, but then when I was doing ballet, I was pretty thin. I don't know. It was fluctuating. But it doesn't really matter about the outside, because on the inside I was just tired, just not feeling well. So somehow I realized, this was probably around high school, when I was walking through the mall that one time, feeling gross. I said, I need to try eating vegan. I can't live like this anymore. So I made it a challenge, a yearly challenge. I would eat vegan through the month of October, and then on Halloween, which is the 31st, I would just eat whatever because it was Halloween. Although my sister did make me vegan brownies, which was amazing. That's all you really need. So I was doing that challenge for a few years, even in college. I remember being at the dining hall and eating my banana and peanut butter, and people are asking me about being vegan or eating vegan. I wasn't vegan, obviously. I was plant-based. I was eating plant-based at that time. I said, oh no, it's easy. I like it. I really like it. If you have a banana and peanut butter, that'll get you far. That's a good dessert. I still lean towards vegan eating, but I was still eating like trash because it was college. And like sometimes I wish I was vegan back then, but also I would go on these choir tours and you have to eat what they give you or else you starve. And there wasn't really vegan options, and I didn't have a lot of money to prepare ahead of time. So it's like, overall I wish I was vegan from a young child. And probably just been smart in those college times to prepare for those kind of situations. But at the same time, survival mode. I had to eat what I could find. Anyway, I graduated college, my undergrad. I was home and I was applying to master's programs, but I was like getting some rejections and then waiting on some other schools, and like I just didn't know what I was doing. Trying to move to England, which I eventually did. I was home with no homework, which is nice. I had a lot of free time basically, and I was watching YouTube a lot. I don't even know how we got to there. I think one video led to another, which led to watching like that vegan couple, Freely even, which I do like her videos to be honest. Just vegan YouTubers. And first I learned it is truly the healthiest way of living, and putting dairy into your body, and even fish, because I was only eating dairy and fish. I hated eggs, which I would eat them inside of foods, but I do not like eggs. So I learned about how those things are harming my body. But in addition to that, I learned about the ethics and why I shouldn't be eating animal products, basically. Every type of animal product to consume is really, really harming the animal. Because I was vegetarian thinking I'm saving animals, but dairy is also horrible. Eggs are horrible. Fish is horrible. So I got the ethical perspective, and the environmental, of course, because it is really dangerous to the environment. All of this mass production, and even people. That's another big one for me. For me, if you're paying for chicken meat, you're paying for somebody to kill chickens, thousands of chickens every day. Do you think that person is mentally healthy? You're paying for somebody to kill animals. Would you kill your dog? I don't know. Would you kill your cat? Would you kill a chicken? Do you feel comfortable killing a chicken? Some people will say yeah, but why would you pay for somebody to put themselves in that environment? And you can check the factory farm footage. It's disgusting environment. Even if it's okay, they can kill this animal on a happy farm. Well, it's not a happy farm. It's disgusting, full of just disease. I don't want to pay anybody to have to do that. And they often exploit people in these situations who can't work elsewhere. If you believe in human rights, I think you should be vegan. It's not just about the animals. So yeah, back to a smile. I was learning about the ethics, and then I made the decision like, okay, I just need to be vegan. And I tried to make that decision a few times before, like I need to be vegan except on holidays, except when I'm at someone's house for dinner, blah, 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 blah. So I had that in my head, and it was good I was home for the summer because at my parents' house, because I was experimenting more with foods. But also YouTube's a great resource for recipes and that sort. So I had that in my head, and then I went to a family party, and they had fettuccine alfredo with shrimp, and I said, okay, I'm vegan, but not at parties, not at holidays, not at parties, not at people's house for dinner. Okay, so I had some of that, and then I just felt sick, and I said, okay, I'm done. I'm properly vegan. I'm not plant-based. I'm vegan. It's not worth it. None of it is worth it. So since then, probably around July 2017, I've been vegan, 100%. I still struggle with clothes because sometimes people buy me clothes and like a leather on the watch and stuff. So I'm still learning in that area, but I do the best I can, which is the definition of vegan is to, whenever is practical and possible, to choose not to buy or consume animal products. But beauty products, 100% vegan. So then what was funny was, I don't even know how I did this, but I became vegan and then I moved to England. And I was just like fully confident a vegan when I was there. I don't think I had like one moment of struggling. It's just, okay, I'm vegan. Hello, new country. But Bristol, where I was living, it had a lot of vegan options. So that's my vegan story, how I became vegan, why I am vegan. Please ask any questions and I will answer them. I know for me, my perspective, and for other vegans' perspective, it's like, okay, why aren't you vegan? This is easy. You're saving animals. The food tastes good. There's so many vegan options. But I know it's a different mindset when you're right before that, because you're arguing with yourself, you're used to certain things, and it's hard for each side to understand each other. So feel free to ask any questions. I'm here to share my knowledge, what I know, help you make your life more vegan than it is, because you'll be saving animals, the environment, other people, and your own body. And just throwing this out there, I'm a food lover. I love cheese, I love desserts, everything, but I'm happy. I'm not anything special. I'm just a regular person and I'm vegan and I'm happy with my food. I've actually tried more food as a vegan than I have just eating whatever diet, because you're used to your conventions. And a lot of people say that when they became vegan, they try more food. So I'm completely satisfied. There's some things I wish had a better vegan option, but I believe that'll happen one day. Like, I love those raw salmon on the cream cheese bagel with the capers, the lox. But there might be a excellent vegan salmon out there that I haven't tried yet. And I've actually seen a few that I want to try. So it's all good. I'm happy. A lot of vegans are happy. Health problems are complicated. A vegan diet it's not one thing. There's so much food. You can eat only frozen vegan meals for the rest of your life, or vegan fast food, or you can eat a raw vegan diet. If someone is blaming their health issues on a vegan diet, it's more complicated than just saying the vegan diet ruined my whatever. So I'm rambling now, but I will see you for the next video, and please ask any questions and please subscribe. Thank you.